Nobody yet. Can I get my glasses back?
Ahí está. Ah,
Wants to read.
aquí está.
You're blowing your nose live on YouTube. Hijo de tu madre. Wow. You're famous now. Nobody yet. Mama Bear says hello.
Hello.
Good morning. Good morning. Come on in. So I've not tried out the YouTube Live on my mobile device on my phone. This is my first time trying it out. So what is going on, Mama Bear? Mama Bear's here. Here's my Mama Bear.
Hi.
We are, most of you know that we live in Mexico. Hey, Eric, how are you? And we are actually in line to cross the border. So we live here in Mexico, and whenever we have to go across into the U.S. to, the doctor's appointments, all that good stuff, we have to get in the queue, in the line, o la línea, dice la gente aquí en Mexico, to cross over into the U.S. So I'll share a little bit of that with you today. So here's the wall, the border wall, right? So that right there is the good old US of A over there. And yeah, they've been doing some work on the wall here recently. We're headed into Calexico. So Calexico is on the US side. Where I'm at currently on the Mexican side is Mexicali in the state of Baja California. So that is where we are. It's a beautiful morning here. And typically, to cross over into the U.S., it takes us about an hour and a half to 2 hours, depending on whether it's a holiday or whether it's, it just kind of depends. But typically, about 2 hours or so. There are times when you can get really lucky and it's a slow day and you can get over in 10 minutes. Those days are rare, although, they happen on occasion. We have some errands to run on the U.S. side of the border. Again, we live on the Frontera, on the border in the state of Baja California. Over there is the U.S. You can see the palm tree right through the border fence. It's pretty high. Although we see people from time to time as we're crossing over, climbing over that wall. Yeah, people, they devise all kinds of contraptions. And as we're sitting here, listening to the radio, enjoying our coffee, people are scrambling over this pretty high wall. So, again, just sharing a little bit with you today. We're crossing the border from Mexicali into the U.S. Buenos días. ¿Cómo está? ¿Y este virote dónde es?
Es estilo Guadalajara,
Guadalajara.
Jalisco.
Ah, can I see it? This man is selling some bread. ¿Cuánto cuesta?
45.
Me da una, por favor. I'm gonna buy some bread. This is some really good stuff. And here in the line, as you're queuing to get across, there's all kinds of vendors selling all kinds of stuff, food, all kinds of stuff. So let me show you, mi gente en línea.
Okay.
So this is the bread that I just bought.
It's cute too.
Really good, nice and crunchy. Really good stuff. Hold that back. And now I'm gonna pay the man. Give me 1 second here as I'm navigating.
Beautiful.
Okay. 40? Oh, 45. Ahí está.
Gracias.
A usted. Gracias, señor.
Qué bonito. Les presento el virote. El Vida
So
les
that is
presenta el virote.
what they call birote. It's kind of crunchy on the outside. Really, really good, man, with some avocado, some cheese. I like it just the way it is, with a little coffee. Yeah, so here you can see some construction happening on the wall, the border wall, right? So right here, what they're doing is making it bigger, making it taller. So all of this section right here is currently down. You got the Mexican police there keeping watch, making sure nobody's crossing over illegally. So a lot of construction happening here, making the wall much taller. This has been going on for probably a couple of months now. And that's just a little bit of your tax dollars at work. Build that wall. So that's a little bit of what's going on in my world. I've been living here throughout Mexico off and on for probably the last 10 years. My wife is from Mexico. She's from the state of Sinaloa. You guys know the drug lord El Chapo? Well, she's his niece.
No way.
So, whoops, what happened here? So say hello to El Chapo's niece. I'm just kidding.
No.
This is El. Say hello to the good people on YouTube.
Hello.
Yeah. So she has a doctor's appointment today over in California is where we're headed. And as you can see, the line's pretty long. We've probably been in line now in the queue for about what, babe? It's 7:53 now.
Let's say 45 minutes.
Has it been 45 minutes?
Yes.
Okay. So it's 7:53 now. Yeah. So if you guys have any questions, I'm trying to look at the chat here. Mama Bear is in the house. Eric, my good buddy, is in the house. Yeah, Eric, I'll be getting back to music soon, brother. But you know, I'm trying to mix it up a little bit. Look at all this barbed wire up here, guys. This is the border fence, okay? It's very, very interesting. In both the Mexican side. So on the Mexican side here in the state of Baja California, the capital city is called Mexicali. So a combination of Mexico and California, right? And on the US side, the major city there, the border city, is called Calexico. Very rich history here. in this border town. Like most border towns have rich histories going back hundreds of years. It's been really interesting living in this region. I've been trying to learn the language, and basically exploring this part of Mexico, the northern part of Mexico, specifically in the state of Baja California. It's a beautiful place. Mexicali is a very cool city. It's very cosmopolitan. Lots of Chinese immigrants here. As far as the crisis at the border, the stuff that's currently going on in the news, we don't see that so much where we are. Where this part of the border is located, it's really remote. It's high desert stuff. It gets really, really hot here. It's not uncommon to hit 118 degrees in this part of Mexico and California. Not uncommon at all. So yeah, I'm just blabbing. Obviously, none of this is scripted. I just decided to come on and try this live feature for the very first time using my phone on YouTube. We typically cross into the US. It depends, 2, sometimes 3 times a week. We, when we have doctor's appointments and, there's some shopping, visiting the kids, that kind of stuff. And again, you get used to getting in this line and waiting. It's just a part of living on the Frontera. Many, many people leave the Mexican side and go to school in the U.S. daily, go to work. There is a major medical center on the U.S. side that a lot of people work at. There's factories as well. So on the Frontera, in these border towns, there's a lot of legal crossings that happen every single day. I mean, illegal stuff, I'm sure that happens. But as far as the major stuff that's on the news and with thousands of people coming across the border in this region where we are, we don't see that kind of influx. I see that mostly on the Texas border. I don't know whether that access is much easier for people coming across from South and Central America. But again, we don't see that here as much at all in those kinds of numbers. This border here where we typically cross, so between Mexico and California, in this part of California, so Southern California, right? So way south, but way east of San Diego, right? So San Diego, obviously there's a San Diego-Tijuana border crossing that is the most traversed border crossing in the world. We're very much east of that border crossing. We're seriously in the desert. So again, having temperatures in excess of 110 during the summertime, 115, 118 is pretty typical here. Pretty typical. So as you can see, this very, very long line I'm on the Mexican side of the border, and we're traveling. We're going to go see the doctor today. Not for me, but my wife has a doctor's appointment. We typically do all of our healthcare stuff in the U.S. For us, there's some major advantages for living here south of the border. I guess everybody has their own reasons for living here. Many Americans on this side, and tons of people with dual citizenship, as you would find in any border region. Eric is in the building. Eric says, "Hi, dude." Well, hi back, dude. Mama Bear and my favorite Buckeye is in the house, masquerading around the place as Tonka Bean Pumpkin. Hello, hello, hello. So right now we're kind of cruising through a little tunnel type situation. And we're getting up pretty close to where we will encounter U.S. border and customs. So we're kind of in a little bit of a tunnel here. So if I pan up, you can see the sky. It's a beautiful day here. And we're below street level currently. And Elle is just chilling, as she usually does while I drive. You got anything to say to the people? You want to say hello? That's it?
That's it.
Okay. All right. Just a little bitty high.
A bitty high.
Okie dokie. So,
I'm sleepy.
oh, I was going to ask if you have dual citizenship. So, Mama Bear, great question. My wife has dual citizenship. I don't yet. I'm working on that. So it's really interesting here, right? To come into Mexico, the Mexicans don't require any passport, any identification, or anything to cross their land borders, right? So if I'm driving from the U.S. into Mexico at any border crossing, they're going to greet you with a big smile and wave you into the country without any paperwork. Now, obviously, every once in a while, they'll stop the cars, maybe every 5th or 10th car, and search it pretty thoroughly, and possibly would ask you for some identification. But it's typically not a hassle at all. People like me who live on the Frontera, live on the border, having Mexican citizenship is really not necessary unless you maybe want to work in Mexico. And I don't particularly have a need to work in Mexico. I do my working when I do work online. And obviously I can do that from anywhere. But my wife does have dual citizenship. She was born in Mexico. She was raised in the U.S., but she is Mexican through and through. But I am, and we've talked about working on getting me some Mexican citizenship. It eases, it's a lot better for air travel and that sort of thing. Yeah. Well, Jason sharpened a pencil in his bum, and he now needs a bandage. I really think that Jason enjoys sharpening pencils in his bum. And Jason, I don't believe you should use a bandage. Just let that thing bleed, Jason. Let's see, what else is going on in here? Mama Bear's been to Mexico City, Cuernavaca, and Acapulco when she was 18. Wow. Those are all beautiful places which I've been to. Mexico's a beautiful country for a lot of different reasons. Not only is it physically beautiful, as far as I'm concerned, I've been here for over 10 years now. And if you guys want, I could start vlogging more about my life here, and you know, so that's something that I could start doing at some point, if anybody's interested in that. So to cross the border to get back into the U.S., as we're about to do, they require either a U.S. passport, obviously, or a visa if you're a Mexican national. For me, I don't currently have a passport, so I use my my veterans identification, my VA identification, and I always travel with my birth certificate. And for me, crossing back into the U.S. With my VA ID and my birth certificate is completely 100% okay. If you're driving across into Mexico, again, you don't require any paperwork or anything like that. There is a requirement that if you're an American or a foreigner and you're living here in Mexico, you have to leave Mexico every 90 days or so and then cross back in. But I can tell you, there's no way to police that at all. There's just no way. They don't keep track of that. So as far as the border towns are concerned on the Mexican side, you drive across that border and you could set up shop. You could live anywhere in Mexico on the Frontera, in the border cities, without any issues at all. Many people are fluent in both English and Spanish, and most people on the Mexican side know enough conversational English to help you out with whatever you may need. So if you guys have any questions, please feel free to shoot them. Well, thank you, Tonka Bean. Somebody is saying that. No, thank you, sir. No, gracias. Oiga. No, está bien. No tengo cambio, jefe. A ver. Déjame chequear, jefe.
Lo que sea, es más, si viene de comer mejor, oiga.
Sí.
Lo que tenga que comer, oiga.
¿Y cómo te llamas usted?
Me llamo Fernando, ya.
Fernando.
Sí, ya, acá me lo pagaron 3 semanas.
¿Quieres darle la mitad? Taco.
So this stuff pretty typical. I mean, in the border, it's pretty early, so there's not a whole bunch of activity, but there's always people wanting to clean your cars, your windshield. They'll wash the whole car as you're in line, and all they require is some change. You speak English?
I speak English, man.
Say hello to the people.
What's up, man? What's up, people?
This is my YouTube channel.
Mexicali making line, bro. Making
That's
day,
it.
bro.
So, I lost my train of thought with that. But as you can see here, we're getting pretty close. We are at one of the 2 access points coming out of Mexicali, or Mexicali, the capital city of Baja California North.
Mexicali, bro, it's wow.
Mexicali, right?
Yep.
And as you can see up there ahead is where we're going to end up crossing. The
Right
other,
there, you're gonna go across. If you smell like weed or smell like alcohol, probably send you to
they'll
secondary.
pull you over, right? Yeah.
They'll send you to secondary, like another cell, like another room where they're gonna search your car and stuff. They got the right to fucking get the blade and open your seats. Oh, that's messed up.
Oh, really?
That's
Wow.
messed up,
Yeah, you have to be very, very careful. Here you go, my friend.
Hey, thank you very much.
No,
sir.
muchas gracias.
I'll stay. I'm gonna finish it though.
No, finish it. We'll go nice and slow.
Look at this.
Babe.
What's your name, bro?
Alfonso.
Alfonso what?
Alfonso
Husband.
Uzban. Mi
Alfonso
esposa
Uzban.
Elvira.
Yeah, and who was the commentary for YouTube or what?
Yeah, I have a little YouTube channel. I
Yeah?
do. I react to country music.
All right.
Música de country.
Country,
Ajá.
no, como
Música.
música
Es,
country.
es como
Música tejana, ¿no? Acá,
exactamente tejano,
you know,
pero aquí es como ranchera, ¿no?
aquí es como qué?
Ranchera.
Ranchera, no.
No, es diferente.
Country.
Sí, sería como pop.
Ah,
Son like algo como pop, pero no es el mismo tono de música, pero la canción es así como pop.
Ah, okay. Let's see, Maurice. Hola. Well, this is a surprise and fascinating. Yeah, my son took me to the country by bus from Belize. Love Belize, beautiful
You
country.
never know what you're gonna find her here in the line, huh?
You never know, never know. For a 3-night stay a couple of years ago.
Yo.
He can't stop talking. Yeah, so very typical. I mean, again, it's early, or there would be a ton more people selling fruit, candies, all kinds of stuff. Here on the sides, it gets pretty vibrant out here. Tons of lanes. There's a big old La Bandera Mexicana, the Mexican flag there. And we are quickly approaching the crossing here. My guy is still cleaning the whole entire car. He'll do it for about $2 and get it pretty clean. Sometimes they can be pretty aggressive, but for the most part, when I start speaking to them in their in Spanish, it all works out well. My wife is a huge help when it comes to that. So tons of construction and expansion happening here at this particular border crossing. They've done a lot of work. They've recently expanded the lanes in this border crossing. Once we get over, and as you can see, this is highly controlled getting into the U.S. As you can see, there are people over here trying to get in. There's the line that we're in, and you have to take turns. You have to let one of them go, and then one from this line will go. Yeah, so I'll just let you guys check out some of the sights and sounds, and yeah, here we go. Hola, señor. We're not going anywhere. Thank you.
Oh, not yet.
Hey, what's a pleasure meeting you, man?
Have a good day. Mucho gusto.
You too, bro. Hey, it was a pleasure meeting you.
Thank you.
Sir. My fault.
No worries. Have a good day.
Pleasure, sir.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Here, just give me
Oh, you get my ID? But you don't have to. How you doing this morning, boss? I'm just doing a little filming on my YouTube channel. Say hello to the good people.
Hello.
Thank you so much, man. Have a good day. So we're
Look at it,
technically,
here.
but it says closed, my love. See,
Oh,
closed.
yes.
Yeah, we can't go there. You get me in trouble. You get me thrown. What are you trying to do to me? Those sentry lanes that you see up there, I don't know if you guys can see that, those blue signs. Those lanes are for people who have, they have gone through a background check and they've paid a fee to have quicker access. So those sentry lanes are much faster. Typically, they can be up to a half an hour, sometimes an hour faster. Not always, but there is that. So we're moving pretty quickly today. Seems like we've picked a good lane here. And as far as the cars and license plates and stuff, what you'll see is a lot of the license plates will be California plates, but you'll also see Mexican plates from the state of Baja California, as in this one right over here. I don't know if you can see that, but on the Frontera, drive your Mexican licensed car into the US. I forget what the limit is, but you can drive into the US with Mexican plates in the border regions, and it's typically not an issue at all. Our cars have American plates. We like to have that flexibility because obviously we go further out of the border region. But you can drive in the border regions. No, they'll strike me on YouTube if we play music, but yeah, they will. But here we are. We're pretty close to getting up to the checkpoint up here. Los papeles, mami?
I got it, papi.
You can hold this for a while. Just show.
Okay.
Just hold it like that.
Babe. Hey, it's okay. Listen.
Yeah, it's fine. It's far enough away, so it shouldn't be an issue.
How about 7. Together.
Just keep it on. It's okay. If they tell us, ask us to turn it off, then we turn it off. You know? We're not doing anything illegal.
You love my back?
Mm-hmm.
You got me, baby. You got me, baby.
We're next. So, crossing into the States, very interesting. So, once we get up here to this gentleman up here, this officer, we're going to present our papers. And typically there's not an issue. We'll see what happens today. Good morning, sir. How are you?
Good to you, sir.
Pretty good. I'm here live on my YouTube channel, if that's okay. I'm just showing the people the crossing and stuff. Is it okay if I put you on camera to say hello?
Yeah.
Okay. So here's one of our professional border guards checking our papers.
Vida. Where are you guys heading to?
We are heading to the doctor in Calexico.
Dr. Calexico?
Uh-huh.
Over the back window, please.
Sure.
You guys live in Mexicali?
We do.
Since when?
10 years now.
10 years?
Mm-hmm.
You guys bring anything back?
No, not today. No tequila today.
No tequila?
No.
You guys like tequila?
We don't even drink.
No?
I
No.
drink tequila on
You should enjoy
occasion.
life. You should drink.
We used to. Now we pay the consequences.
Which consequence?
My liver.
Your liver?
Her liver. You need to stop it.
No, I'm just kidding.
You need to stop.
What's your YouTube channel?
You know what? I react to country music.
What's your
So,
Country music?
so country music is all new to me. So people watch me listen to country music. It's called
But they react of you watching or listening to country music.
right. So I get on there. They tell me what to listen to, and I react to country music. And it's it's been really cool.
What's your channel?
It's Pete at Pj-roc 911 is my channel.
Frontera and Vida.
That's correct. So once you get up here to the border and you are at a checkpoint like we are, we present our papers. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Have a good day.
Can you repeat the name of the
Yeah.
YouTube channel?
Pj-roc, Pj-roc.
Pj-roc.
Yeah, 911. Yeah. Check me out. Say hello.
All right.
Have a good day.
Yes, sir.
Bye-bye. Okay, so I was saying, so that's the regular border checkpoint. We're across. We're officially in the U.S. now. If they smell drugs, or sometimes they have out the dogs and stuff, they'll send you to what's called secondary inspection. And that's where they have you get out of the car. They will toss your car until they find whatever it is they're looking for. So we're on the U.S. side now. We're cruising through the border complex here. And so we are now officially in the town of Calexico. Babe, which way are we going?
We're going straight.
Derecho.
Yes.
Vamos. Okay. Let me get myself here together, folks. Get my seatbelt back on. Get this noise out of here. Okay. All right. Okay, so we are across, and let me tell you, depending on where you are, in Mexico, once you cross the border, yes, there is a marked difference in what you see depending on where you are. So we're now in the town of Calexico, which is right across from Mexicali, which is on the Mexican side, right? All of these people you see here in these lanes are coming from Mexico and are either heading to work, to school, or what have you. Again, in the outside of that illegal stuff that happens with all that other stuff, there's everyday life that happens with people who live on either side of the border, just going about their daily lives like we are. Calexico is a really cool town. You should Google it. It's a pretty historic town. So is this whole region. Fascinating history here between Mexicali on the Mexican side and Calexico stateside. So yeah, if you guys want more of this stuff, where we go to eat, places to visit, again, we've been all over Mexico. And if that is something you guys think we should add to the channel, I am absolutely down with that. Just let me know in the comments if that's something that you guys would like to see more of my life in Mexico, interacting with people, going out to eat, that sort of thing. It's PJ's Vida, Frontera. Yeah, I just came up with that. I'm patting myself on the back right now. Yeah, so folks, I'm going to be signing off here in a second. Here is that big brown building right up there. That's our post office. It's a U.S. post office. So whenever we have packages and stuff to pick up or to send off, this is our local post office right here. And again, we're minutes away from Mexico. I kind of like this YouTube live thing. Like I said, I've never used it before. I thought this was fun. If you want to see more of this kind of stuff, again, please let me know, and I'll be sure to get some more of this stuff on. Believe me, I do not mind vlogging my life. It's all good. But for now, I'm going to sign off. I'm going to get the wife to the doctor so she can get a new brain. We will see you really, really soon.
Thank you, beautiful people, for supporting my husband's YouTube channel. I love you.
Peace, guys. Talk to you soon. Bye. Okay, now I got to figure out, babe, how to end it.
Really?
I've never done this. So I'm gonna end it like this, maybe. Yes.
So what do you think? What I